So if somebody has an injury and they end up in the hospital, well, there's going to be the acute phase. And there's OTs that work in hospitals, like immediately post-op. And then they get better, and then they go to rehab for 6 weeks, and then there's OTs that really work with them there. But then they get discharged, and then OTs might kind of will often go and do like a home assessment and say, okay, let's make sure that this transition to your home. Once they get home, it's like, yeah, but now what do I do? So it's almost like one of the things that when I was first at ARO and had this more full-time position, that I tried to do was to get people who were like, okay, I'm just sitting at home, I don't know what to do, is to contact them and say, okay, what did you used to do? What would you like to do again? What can we do? How can I help you get back out into the community or get engaged in activities? Or you feel like you have no social life anymore? Well, here, let's, what do you like to do? Oh, you used to like to take a painting class. Well, come on, sign up for this painting class. I'll help you out. I'll make sure there's accommodations since you can't get out of your wheelchair. And there's really friendly people in the painting class, and maybe you can get to know people that way, or whatever it is. So I really feel like there needs to be OT services within that whole spectrum. I just see so much, people kind of get, and it's partly the medical system in this culture that they get dumped out of rehab, but whatever kind of rehab it is, or, for people with intellectual disabilities, they graduate from school, and then it's like, now what do we do? So it's that transition to, it's like, okay, what do you do with your life now? What do you do with when you're back in the community? And part of that's recreation, and part of that might be job, and part of that might be transportation, and whatever it is. I think there's a place for OTs to provide services in a lot of those areas.